What's up to Lion Talk Live? So we love you too, buddy.
What's going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's up, everybody? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron, a.k.a. First Ballot.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Do Crew. This is Ball Hawk Ifeatu Melifonwu of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live and Coach Dan by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
I love nothing more than watching Lions Talk Live every morning. Woo!
All right, well, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton, and sorry about the hair. The hairdo of destiny is a little out of place right now. Just getting back from the dog park as we dive over to this. Hey, you guys can probably tell from the thumbnail for this one, we have a new defensive coordinator in Detroit, and it is somebody that here's a direct quote from Aaron Glenn, grooming him for some time. Yes, MCDC said he wanted to keep things in-house. He wanted to keep a man-to-man principle. He wanted to stay with somebody familiar to the franchise, all that stuff. You know what? He's a man of his word. He's staying up to that. And yes, showing exactly that. Detroit Lions are going to, promote Kelvin Shepard, the linebackers coach, to the head defensive coordinator job. So what does this mean for the Detroit Lions? Well, I'm going to say this. As a coach, I'm going to just speak as a coach here, not a reporter or anything else. This means it's going to be a lot of familiarity between the coaching staff, the players, the terminologies, etc. Like I said just minutes ago, Aaron Glenn has gone on record saying he had spent the last season or two kind of working with Kelvin Shepard, getting him ready for this opportunity, and that day is now here. I know there will be some people in the fan base that love this move. There will be some people that say that, this isn't a great move of the Lions. I'm not here to debate that. I'm just here to say from a continuity standpoint, if you're a Detroit Lions player, you're probably loving this. We all get the vast majority of the players, especially on the defensive side of the ball, loved Aaron Glenn. We also understand the players really liked his play calling, what the type of defenses, et cetera, that they did. Now, what do you add to that? You add in somebody who already knows the players, already knows the strengths. They already know the type of terminology. They're probably just going to recycle a lot of the same stuff. Doesn't mean Kelvin Shepard won't have his own takes on some things, have a couple different nuances. All coaches do, but you're probably having a lot more fluid motion going into next season. We were talking just this morning on Lions Talk Live that if there were some hires made from outside the organization, you were probably looking at the first month of next year season. Everybody kind of getting on the same page, getting up to speed, feeling good about things, getting to where they could do stuff out on the field without thinking about it. Well, this should greatly help that out. You should have a lot less learning curve for the players between them and the coaching staff. So from a functionality standpoint, I think as fans, we're not going to notice as much change, as much, learning opportunities as we will with this hire. So Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes, we've also talked about in the past, they don't really try to go out and spend money on free agents because they want to pay their own guys. If we drafted you, you're part of the family, we're going to take care of family first. It would appear the Detroit Lions are doing that with their coaching staff as well. Yes, we know they brought in a new defensive line coach this week. Yes, there'll be some other adjustments. But what did we see with Hank Fraley just yesterday? Hired and promoted to a different position within the team, again, to promote from within. Kelvin Shepard, Aaron Glenn, has been working with this guy the past 2 seasons, been grooming him for this opportunity, promote from within. We're talking about the Detroit Lions no longer being the doormat of the NFL, no longer being what used to be known as the LA Clippers of pro sports, the worst franchise in all pro sports. What are we seeing from fans? What are we seeing from the coaches? What are we seeing from the players, the front office? This has become the blueprint model, which you are seeing more and more teams throughout pro sports, or even you could say collegiate sports, trying to implement and replicate. The Detroit Lions are showing that loyalty is more than anything to them, and they want to give everybody in-house an opportunity before they go looking out-house. There is no word on the offensive coordinator position yet. I know 9 Drinks sent me over a couple things just a couple minutes ago. I'm trying to corroborate a few things. Thanks for that, by the way, Greg. but still trying to work on some other stories for you guys. What we can say is the Lions are the team everybody else wants to be. You see that with coaches now wanting to come here, players, free agents wanting to come here and be in Detroit. If you've been a Lions fan as long as I have, or heck, maybe longer, maybe just long enough to know, this team used to be the bottom of the barrel. Nobody wanted to be here. Now everybody wants to be here because they know you put in the time, you put in the grind, you show the grit as a player or a coach, you will be rewarded by this franchise if you choose to remain with the franchise. Not everybody does. We all always get it. There are going to be some people that are going to want to go elsewhere. It's just the nature of the beast. Kelvin Shepard comes in. He was a player in the league for 8 years, I believe that was. Don't hold me to that. I don't have the notes in front of me. But he was in the league a long time. Him and Dan Campbell have been friends a long time. He didn't originally want to come to the Lions. If you guys remember, if you watched Hard Knocks back in the day, Dan Campbell talked him into it. He even said, all right, fine, I got to shave my hair. He said, nah, just be yourself. And that's one thing with this organization, with MCDC Brand Homes. Be yourself, do your job, show up on time, put in the work. We're going to take care of you if you do all that. So, you know, hey, you can have your own thoughts. I know there are going to be some people that don't like the hire, that wanted somebody who's a veteran out there. Myself, I've been on the show saying I would prefer somebody who's already done the job, but that doesn't mean, if done right, if Kelvin Shepard really has been, you know, kind of protéged by Aaron Glenn into how to handle things, I think we could all say this. The Lions, obviously, Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell should have built up enough rapport with the fan base that we can say, if they feel it's the right hire, chances are it probably is the right hire. Whatever these guys have done over their 4 years here, we can all say this, it is record-breaking for this franchise as far as what they've done to turn things around. So I'm not going to question them. I'm going to just say, hey, I'm going to show support for him. Kelvin Shepard is now the defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, and I'm going to think that if Dan Campbell thinks that's the right guy for the job, then he probably is, because he probably knows a lot more about it than you, me, or everybody else. All right, real quick, got a couple minutes before I got to get out of here. And again, sorry about the hair and everything, but just coming from the dog park, had to take the cap off. Let's see what we can get over to you guys. Stephanie, nice move. I'll go with that. Troy, let's go, Shep, 100%. Chrome, Dan, Chrome, how you doing? Jason, good news? I think so, as far as Kelvin Shepard just out there doing stuff, putting in work. You know, again, I know I just said it, but if MCDC feels like this is the right man for the job, I'm going to trust in DC and Brad Holmes that it is. Lone Wolf, yeah, Kelvin Shepard, agreed. Just one to go, 100%. Yes, now we got to get the OC. Lauren, what up, Coach and Duke Crew? Now you know. Steve, what do you got? Yo-yo, I'll go with that. Jessica, we are staying loyal. We are showing loyalty. I would say a big thing, and I know we've already talked about it a little bit, but across the NFL right now, if you're a coach looking to come up the ranks, this has got to be one of the more ideal situations to be in the Detroit Lions. Same with a player or whatever. So there you go. See, Josh, welcome to Detroit. Kelvin Shepard, I'll go with that. Let's see, Lauren, episode 8 of MPP tonight at 6:30. Okay. Robert, Hex, yeah, I like the move. I like the move as far as continuity, showing loyalty, continuing what you've built here. I think it pays dividends. Steve, always. See, Steven, what do you got? Finally getting over the loss of the century. Very tough. Man, you are not alone, man. Let's be honest, man. We're all going to be watching. If you're going to watch football, I know some people have said, hey, they're not going to watch the games. But if you do watch the games, or if you watch the Super Bowl, we're all going to be watching those games and saying, that should have been us. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. JD, Kelvin has been in Detroit. He has been. I want to say this is year 3 for him. If I'm not mistaken, that sounds right. Matt, thanks for the breaking news, Coach Dan. Anytime, my friend. Appreciate all the work you do. Exclamation point. Woo! Back at you. And hey, thanks for watching, my friend. Thank you. Hey, real quick, if you guys can, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You guys all get the gist. Mr. Nico, let me hit that button. There we go. Boy, can it work? All right, there we go. Now we're in Detroit and Duke Crew. We trust. Hey, we trust in the Duke Crew. See, Steve. We know sellouts, and we are not. 9 drinks, awesome. Yeah, and thanks for getting me that information earlier. Trying to just dive into a little bit more before I get on air with it. Bird time. Welcome to Detroit. Josh, he's been here 3 years already. Yeah, I knew it was about 3 years. So, Steve meant to put a smiley. It happens, man. It happens. Jason, will he help us reach the promised land with a win in Levi's Stadium in February 2026? You know, Jason, I think it's a great question. Here's what I'll say. We all know that, in the NFL, nobody's ever done it where you've lost both coordinators, made the Super Bowl the next year. But I would question, and I don't know, Jason, or anybody watching, but out of all those situations, how many of them went to OCs and DCs that were outside of the organization? By keeping it in-house, I think you help with the learning curve. I think you help keep what's already happening going smoother. So we'll see if that ends up being true. Moonscar, looks like you're still 5'9" today. I'll take it. I'll take it indeed. LaDon, we got nice. I'll go with that. Yeah, I like Shep. I think he's going to do a good job. Scott, hey, Duke Crew, got to catch you all live. Love the channel and love the Duke Crew. Woo! And back at you. You know what? Just for you, I'll give you a 1, 2, and a 3. And there you go. Bus driver. Woo! Congrats, Shep, 100%. It's the HH3, a great hire. I would think so. Paperback fan, cool. Mr. Telephone Man, he deserves the promotion. Yes, I like the idea of promoting from within. 100% there. Big D, awesome. Thomas, definitely don't like this. He's a good linebacker coach, but I can't see him matching up against the elite play callers. We'll find out. And again, how much has Aaron Glenn helped him in growing? Hopefully that helps out quite a bit in his development. Moonscar, good for him. I keep saying if they didn't, it would be a slap in the face. Yeah, and I think you'd probably see more assistant coaches. We get it. We've lost Randall L., lost Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn, and I'm sure there's other people I'm forgetting off the top of my noggin. But by showing the loyalty, I think that resonates throughout the coaches and say, hey, I'm going to stay here and wait my turn. 9 drinks, 11 out. Looks like you just woke up too. Yeah, it happens, man. You know, out in the dog park, it's cold out there, man. I had the hat on and everything, man. I even have the snow gear and pants out right now. Hey, man, Molly would love to be the team mascot. She said, thanks for the nomination, Ruff. There you go. We'll make it happen. Sub Sailor, thumbs up, and back at you. JDC, hi, all. What's cooking? Kelvin Shepard is the new DC in Detroit. Lions Fanatic birthday. I'm on the fence about this until somewhat green. We have the win now mentality. Yes, indeed. Thomas, great. The same scheme as crappy as AG ran. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out indeed. JD next, kind of disappointed when hoping Detroit would get Dennis Allen. Probably going to have 2 rookie coordinators try to win a Super Bowl. We'll see if that ends up being true. Weston Line, hey, crew, we need some good news. And you got it. Zipper Bowl, what do you got? What's up with Townsend? That I don't know. I do not know at this time. Stephen Clark, he did deserve it and was likely to lose him to the Jets if we didn't promote him. I would agree with that. Looking like we're running with 2 rookie corners, which is very scary next season. Let's hope it pans out. Lauren Hexia, let's go Lions. I like the way you're thinking. Tony, I don't agree with with this move too early for Kelvin. All right. Thomas, this reminds me of the Eagles 2 years ago. Maybe. Lauren, smash that button and share the button and subscribe button. We'll share all the buttons and hit all the buttons. Thank you. Brett, my number 1 pick. Oh, yeah, I'll go with that. Scott, the first time defense coordinator creates pause, but he's been here. So from a consistency, familiarity, and earned respect standpoint, good hire. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Blue CMU, great move by the Lions, 100%. Go Chips. Cody, dang, I didn't want a rookie defense coordinator. Hope for the best, though. Yeah, at this point, hope for the best. Let's see, Matt Atlantis, if you're hidden origin, wake, aware, well-informed Europeans are returning to their pagan roots. We are in the, okay, yep, not for the show. All right, Rob, you said outhouse. There you go. Full slate. It's over 10-7 next year. Need to experience DC. All right. Oh, thanks, Coach, for all you do. Anytime, my friend. Scott, I think he will do just fine. Mostly some aggressive, gritty defense with a new twist. Yeah, I'll go with that. Full slate, let's see, maybe 8 and 9. All right. Frank the Tank, this is exactly what I expected. Love the move. Keep it in-house. Go Lions. Yes, indeed, my friend. Buster Ben Johnson was a rookie coordinator once, too. This is very true. Rob, LA Clippers, it used to be. Yes, correct. Back in the day, not so much anymore. Maybe you could say for like the last decade now. Brian, love the promotion of Shep. Dan and Brad wouldn't promote him if they didn't think he was ready. That's where I'm at with it. 100% there. Well said there, Brian. Ed, what is his resume? He's been in Detroit for 3 years now as a linebackers coach. But again, Aaron Glenn has been grooming him to replace him, knowing that Aaron Glenn was going to be gone either the last season or this year. Thomas, 7 and 10 next season. All right. Frank Think, now keep the offense coordinator in-house. Go Lions. Yes, indeed. Cody, Shep going to be a dog. Book it. I'm booking it, my friend. I think he's going to do a good job. Rob, LA Clippers, question mark, used to be the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm that old. There you go. Deshaun, what do you got? Been a fan the whole time, and I'm my 50s. I love the Lions on Hard Knocks. I gained a lot of respect for the coaching staff. Me too, man. I think that really opened up a lot of people's eyes nationally to what Detroit was doing. Thomas, all you complain, the same folks that bit, yes, yeah, all right. Full slate, 2 rookie coordinators. Yeah, 10-7 max wins. We'll have to play Mahomes, Jackson, Burrow on the road, all else. All right. Tony, Aaron Glenn never fully implemented a scheme. 2 was doing patchwork with his whole time when he did hear Kelvin learn. Yeah, we'll find out what Kelvin learned 100%. But I think you're right, Tony, to Shepard's defense and to Aaron Glenn's defense. Aaron Glenn didn't have a lot of stuff to work with on defense until really this year. And then, as we all know, that defense fell on hard times with the injuries. Frank Tank laughing. Cody, I think Dan's too loyal. It might come back to bite him. We'll find out, man. We'll find out indeed. Brent, Shep will rock the house. Exclamation point. Love it. Yes, I think a lot of us do. Scott, remember, Brad is an awesome GM, knows what he's doing. I would think so. Yeah, give him some credit there. Just telling the truth. Fair enough. Frank Tank, Thomas, you're crazy. All right, JDC, happy trails, go Lions victory. See you soon. Jenny, I trust in Dan Campbell concerning everything he has built for the team. That's the other thing. I would think he's built up a bit of a resume here. Michael, we need a stairway coordinator. All right, Cody, all these armchair GMs saying what will and won't work. What's your guys' resume in the NFL? That is a great question. 9 drinks. That made my day, calling me my name, laughing out loud. Sorry about that, man. Didn't even think about that. Thomas, I like Shep. Just not a rookie DC. Fair enough. Frank, think Detroit Lions are going to be 13-4 next year. Go Lions. I think you are correct, my friend. Thomas, let's hope it all works out for us. Go Lions. Yeah, I'm a positive feed. I'm always going to think it's good. Ryan, good move. Trump, woo, who's your daddy? Apparently Kelvin Shepard's your daddy, Trumps. Let's see, John, defensive scheme is not good against running quarterbacks. We'll find out. Cody, I'll hope for the best with Shep, but I want to see a better defense against mobile quarterbacks. My question is to everybody who says that about mobile quarterbacks, when you watch, say, like the, with the Chiefs against Lamar Jackson or somebody else against Steve Young, nobody else figured out how to stop those guys either. I mean, it's not like Detroit's the only defense that has issues with mobile quarterbacks. Thomas, Frank is a cool A drinker. It might be. Larry, love the move. Can't wait for the OC announcement. Let us know. I will be on top of it, Larry, for sure. Frank, let's see. Yep, blue, cool. Thomas, he couldn't stop mobile quarterbacks with AG. What makes you think a third-year linebacker coach can? Thomas, let me ask you, what defense in the league does consistently 90% of the time, 80% of the time, 70% of the time, 60% of the time, 50% of the time stop the mobile quarterback? Let me know in your comments in the comments section. So I'm just not aware of that defensive scheme because whenever I watch other NFL teams, I see everybody struggles with it. It's not just the Detroit Lions. Let's see, Celtics line. Kelvin Shepard did a great job with the linebackers. He definitely commands respect of the players. I'll be interested to see how he does. Good luck, Kelvin Shepard. 100%. Wishing him good luck. Trump's booking a trip down to the Gulf of America. Then from there, all right, heading to Greenland. All right, good for you. Thomas, great to learn under AG. I literally have no hope for this defense. All right, good enough. Silver Sir, need a new linebacker coach. That is true. Dom, see, solid Thomas, give him a chance. Come on, you may be surprised. He may be bring some new wrinkles to the table. Yeah, I can remember when I started this channel, everybody throwing Ben Johnson on the bus, saying, who is this guy? He's never coached before. What's he been, a tight end coach before? I'd say that worked out for us. So you never know. That's kind of my point with the coaches. You never know until you give them a chance. It's like telling the player you drafted, you're going to be a bum. You're never going to work out. Then you know what? He worked out. I can remember a lot of people, some people even in this chat, saying Gibbs was a bust, wasted pick. Now we're all saying Jahmyr Gibbs is one of the greatest running backs in the NFL. All right, let's see. Bo, a big Duke Crew. Woo! I wish him all the best. 100%. See ya. Duke Crew, this news finally put some Shep in my step. I'll go with that. Nicely played. Dale, keep the in-house for continuity. Agreed. Rocky, hopefully he has the players' respect. He's in trouble. Yeah, I think he probably will. That's my guess, though. 9 drinks. I'll bet Dan did not know this many people would be in the show. Yeah, I was, hey, who knew, right? Mark, thanks for all your hard work, Dan. Anytime, my friend. Jennifer, shy him so much for my John Gruden and Jim Schwartz stream. All right? Sorry about that. Scott, who got hired? Kelvin Shepard got promoted. Jennifer, if AG wants him with the Jets, I think we'll do a good job. Yeah, that's probably the other thing. I know we've mentioned that. A few of these coaches, if you don't promote them, somebody else is going to take him. I'm going to guess that was the case with Shepard, that if you didn't promote him, he was probably heading somewhere else. Rocky, loyalty killed the Lions for 68 years, but we'll see. Wait and see. 100%. See, Trumps and Russ Thomas. Russ Thomas did a lot. Yes, I'll leave that with that. Michael, the draft is heavy in defensive ends this year. Yes, it is. Super Bowl Wilson, bringing in a new DC means learning a new scheme. Correct with that. And bringing his own coaches. Correct. Trumps and, all right, Scott, with a mobile quarterback, it's 11 versus 12 on the field. No team can account for a mobile quarterback. It's impossible. The Central scrutinized. Every team has trouble defending the mobile quarterback. That seems to be, I mean, everybody have your own opinion. It's okay if your opinion isn't my opinion, but is when I look around the NFL, it's not just a one or two teams. Wow, we can't stop the guy who can run at quarterback. It's just about every team. As we're great, every year, the last 3, we've improved 3 games. So 3 games this year. Ooh, Super Bowl. I like that, Ezra. I thank you. Thank you very much for that. Cody, I mentioned I watch a ton of games and our defense struggles more against them. Geno Smith is the tell. We struggle with Seattle every year, and they're like 10 points the next week. Okay, I'll go with that. That's good. That's a good one, Cody. I'll take that. Yeah, good call there. Jonathan, good afternoon. Back at you. Dan Campbell giving our guys a chance. Yes, giving guys a chance. Super Bowl, Rocky, who have the Lions ever been loyal to? All right, that's good. Good. LaSalle's line. I noticed AG hasn't poached the Lions yet. Not too much. No, not too much. As we're great, I said it would be Shepard. He would be the dang good DC. I think he will too. I'm going to have positive thoughts about it. Brent Shep will surprise a lot of people. Book it, Daniel. It is booked. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. If there's breaking news later today, I'll get it to you as quick as possible. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit all the buttons. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Do something kind for somebody you don't know. We'll see you guys all in the next Lions Talk Live. Take care, everybody.
Excuse me, sir, would you... Donations to Reverend Moon? Jews for Jesus? Read about Jehovah's Witness? How about Buddhism? Of Jerry's kids? Oh, yeah. Scientology? Or nuclear power?